welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Trojans will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will have the football first. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, better look out! He's past the 30. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. And he holds it in at the 25.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys in the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Handoff from the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense, capped off. 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
He'll start the return inside his 5. So the USC Trojans offense will take the field for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the position switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing. So much versatility. Good luck.
Dumps it off in the flats. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. The Trojans will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
The run from the shotgun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Hauls it in. Turning it on. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. That last completion has him set up, second and short. He wants to change this route. Off play action. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Oh, he's got a chance. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Eighth play of the drive coming up. Going to take a shot on second and short. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Touchdown, Purdue! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
On third down, he drops to throw. On target. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Lowers those pads. How about that play? chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Looking to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Boilermakers in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. There's the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Under fire. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Makes the grab.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Off the play fake. Slings it downfield. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keen on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They kick it away on fourth down. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw on the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Boilermakers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quick release by the QB. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's a fly. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Setting up the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see their...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The give from the gun. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now...
hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Purdue! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
A strike downfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They boot it away. Catches it at the 15. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish that.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
He's going to take off. QB got it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Oh, man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is the time to go out and do it.
See if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it. Past the 1st down marker and still running. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing this off.
Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Runs through the tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points.
Looking for the end zone. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Zips it out to his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with
turning it on. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Look out, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. Finds his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Purdue! And they... Six more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
USC 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Trying the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Punt is on its way. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answer.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And into the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They build this 4th fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. And the Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw, it's Nix. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Smashes through the tackle.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give on the inside. Gets it past the mark. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last. Looking for the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wolf. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Holds and fires complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Nix. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Fires left. That's reeled in. It's Nicholson. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part and the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potential again.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now.